Hey, what's going on? Kenneth Reed here, guys. Welcome. This training is going to be intense. It's one of the most powerful forms of marketing for me, and that is YouTube. Okay? YouTube, hands down, is one of my most effective. The second is, of course, meeting people in person without charity mixers. But I've come to understand over the years, people have fear, and they hadn't been able to pinpoint the fear. And I want to kind of go over first to set the tone for this training. You have to be able to overcome your fear, and a lot of people don't know they have that fear. But when people come into a business and they want to, go out there and get started, and the first thing they do is try to look for the easiest way to accomplish this task. And that's totally the wrong way of doing it. But that comes from the fear of having to actually talk to a person. Ooh, okay. It's something that for most folk, it's a problem for them. I was one of them. People see me now when I talk in front of people or get on conference calls, and I tell them I'm so fearful of getting in front of the room, talking to people, that kind of thing. They just can't believe it. And I tell the story all the time. When I was in a business and I was asked for the first time to speak on a national conference call, and I was in my office all to my lonesome, and sitting in the office and no one was there. My wife, she was in the house, and she said, "Okay, honey, I'm gonna leave it to yourself so you can do your first conference call." She was excited, but I just started to sweat bullets. I mean, sweat was pouring off my forehead, and I was just so nervous. Now think about this: I'm in a room all by myself, no one there, but I'm fearful. Why? In my mind, I'm thinking about all the people that I'm going to be speaking to on this conference call. And when the call started, the chimes started to come in where you can hear the little ding, and people would announce themselves and where they're calling from. And I would hear California. This is such and such from Denver. This is such and such from Colorado. This is such and such from Alabama. This is such and such from California. And in my mind, I just picture all these people looking right at me. And I'm telling you, it was so hard to get started, just to start speaking. Because in my mind, I saw thousands of people all over the country looking at me. And I'm telling you, it was bad, guys, to overcome that fear. But you know how I overcame the fear? And I got to tell you, that fear, over time, it lessens, but it's still there just a little bit. I still, when I have to speak or get on a conference call, I still get butterflies. So that's just a part of it. You kind of really never get past that, but you have to push through, okay, to get to the other side. You have to push through that wall of fear that holds you back from doing the things that you need to do. Um, so over time, I just said I got to do this thing. One of my mentors told me. He said, Kenneth, if you want to make the big money, you got to get in front of the room. Are you kidding me? You mean talk to people, get in front of them and speak? Oh, guys, you have no idea. But let me tell you what happened. I was going, on a trip, to do one of our, parties, a presentation at a hotel. And I went with a couple friends, a couple mentors of mine as well. And I was just along for the ride. And I wanted to see how these guys do it. Get in front of the room and they just speak so eloquent, and it's no fear. They just got the confidence. And I was like, I'm gonna just watch these guys. So we rolled down, and boom, it was time for the presentation. And we walked in, and I sat in the back. That's how fearful I was. I said, I can watch from the back. And these guys got up and did their thing. Then, towards the end of the presentation, they said, we want to bring up a guy that's, upcoming leader. This guy's on fire. He's doing big things, so look out for this guy. We want to bring to the stage Mr. Kenneth Reed. Oh my God. Okay, can you say I lost voice? My Adam apple went into my feet. I mean, I was stunned, and I said, "What am I going to say?" Nothing practiced, nothing rehearsed. You can imagine if you were told about it, you can kind of practice, but just out of the blue. I mean, thrown into the water, can't swim. Okay, could you imagine you can't swim, you're thrown into a big body of water? How you would be just panicking? That's how I felt, guys. That was that fear. But when I got up in front of the room and I was thinking on my way up, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? And I just told my story. What happened when I came into the business, what attracted me to the business. And people started clapping, like, whoa. And I was just telling my story. And when they started clapping, it just let me know that I can be comfortable, that these people are listening to me, and I don't have anything to fear. I'm up there now. So I told my story, and boom, people cheered, and they were like, wow. The oohs and ahs came from the crowd. I was like, wow, this is not so bad. So from that day on, I just forced myself to get in front of the room, even though I didn't want to do it. I used to have to force myself to sit down with people and explain the business. And this is what you guys are going to have to do. You're going to have to get in front of people. Okay? You're going to have to personally get in front of people, or YouTube, which is the way to get in front of a person, but you're able to spread your message on a larger scale. Okay? You can do the same presentation, but you're able to get it out on a larger scale through video. Okay? And we're going to show you later on through these tutorials how I do it. But first things first, you gotta overcome the fear. Okay, there's no way around it, guys. People look for these easy ways. Maybe I can, put an ad up somewhere and put my link on Facebook, and I may run a Craigslist ad, or I may throw a flyer on the ground, hope someone picks it up. You may get one or two, but you cannot grow a business that way. It's so hard to do. And even if you start to sponsor a couple people, they won't stay on, because you have to build some type of personal relationship with that person. Okay? And video is so powerful because, believe it or not, guys, and probably a lot of you found me through video. Okay? Because after a person watches your video and they go to another video of you and they keep watching these videos of you, they almost feel like they know you. That's how powerful video is. So, getting in front of people, belly to belly. Most of the largest network marketing companies have been grown that way. So don't let people fool you, thinking there's an easy way for the majority. And you might have, a couple that may become successful strictly doing, just internet, but for the masses, not. Okay? You have to have a large sustaining business. You have to build relationships. Okay? So I incorporate offline, getting in front of people, belly to belly, going out talking to business owners, and I incorporate YouTube, where I can still do my personal relationship through the internet, where I'm doing all the talking, they see my face, and I'm building that rapport with that person, so that person feels comfortable enough to actually give me a call. That's powerful. Okay, so in this YouTube training, take your notes. Go ahead and get your pads out. Okay, get your pens out and take notes. Go over this training over and over and over again. Study. Okay. Now I want to get into. I'm big on self-development, so I want to kind of give you some quotes from my mentor, Mr. Jim Rohn, and just to kind of give you a little oomph to set you in motion on conquering the fear. We had a guy on the team that used to call me, and I mean, he's been with us for a while, and he would try different ways and look for easier ways, and he may have a little success here or there, but he just couldn't get that big team building thing going on. And I used to tell him, hey, you got to overcome your fear. It's the fear. Whenever you come to me and you say we need an easier way, we need to do this, all that is fear. So I said, you got to get out, get your slacks on, get your sport coat on, shine your shoes up, and get out into the marketplace. Go into some of these businesses around here and ask the question, do you keep your options open to earn additional income in your business? What do you think the answer is going to be 9 times out of 10? Of course, a business owner, they understand that, $75, $80, $100 is nothing to start a business. So this is another nugget here. Go after business owners. But what he did, he finally mustered up the energy. He told me he was sweating bullets. He went into some of the stores and talked to people and got no. And said after his first no, he wanted to put his tail between his legs and run home. But he fought the fear. He broke through the wall of fear. And the next person he talked to, they had interest. They wanted to know more about what he had. He went into salons, health food stores, and asked the question, do you keep your options open to earn additional income inside your business? And guess what, guys? The next day he had 2 appointments to speak with those owners. They want to hear more. Again, fighting through the fear. And I got a call. Guess what he told me? Kenneth, this is so easy. It's almost fun. Because if you do a thing over and over again, it becomes easier. It's a skill set. There's no, you don't come into a business and say, okay, I want to just do this thing. No, you're going to have to critique and tweak that skill set, and eventually you become good at it. People that you see that are good at certain things, they practice and practice that skill set. That's how they were able to come good. So let me give you a couple quotes from Mr. Jim Rohn, my mentor, that will hopefully set you on the path to overcoming that fear. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Let me go back over that. This portion here. Success is the natural consequence of consistently, that's a key word, consistently applying basic fundamentals. Don't shoot one video and stop. Continue to shoot video. Okay? Another one. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. Here's another one. Learn to hide your need and show your skill. In video, this is ideal. Learn to hide your needs. So when you shoot video, you don't want people to see, I need this, I need that. You're going to become the leader, the go-to person, and you're going to show them your skill. Another one. I used to say, I sure hope things will change. Then I learned that the only way things are going to change for me is when I change. And our last one. We generally change ourselves for one or two reasons: inspiration or desperation. In my case, it was desperation. It was a motivating factor. So take those quotes, rewind them, listen to them a couple times, and just let them soak into your spirit, okay? Now, let's get on to our training. First things first, we had to overcome the fear. The next question is probably going to be, okay, what do I talk about in the video? Your content. Well, you want to talk about a couple different things, and this can go on and on, so you never run out of things to train on. One thing when you do YouTube is training on, let's say, your compensation, things in your business, product knowledge. This is big stuff when people out there doing research on when they're going to join the business. Who do they join? They're going to join a knowledgeable person. So let's go over here to our Day One website, and I'm going to show you there's a slew of information that you can speak on in your video. You want to keep your videos no longer than 3 to 4 minutes. If you're doing a training, you may go about 10 minutes, on a training. But if you're just doing a little short presentation, 3 to 4 minutes tops. Okay, you don't want to bore them. You want them to stay on your video. And that goes into search engine optimization. This is what YouTube looks for. People actually staying on your video. Okay. So here, when you talk about, what do I talk about? Like I said, we can go here and go to products. Okay. And we talk about the products here. if you want to learn about the Dr. Max Raw Superfood Mix, study your products, folks. Because, see, the fear comes in when you don't know a certain thing. But once you learn a certain thing, then you're comfortable. So really learn your business. So you can kind of go over, let's say this paragraph here, the Raw Superfood Mix. High protein, high fiber. See, you can shoot a video on this. Just speaking about the ingredients in the product. Like I said, 3 to 4 minutes, boom. Then you want to just give them your website, boom, call to action, and we'll get into that in the later modules. But slew of things. Now let's go back to more things that you can talk about. We're going to go to our support site. Okay? And when you go here, support that my day one. Guys, I'm telling you, if you go here and do this, your knowledge base. Okay? Go to your knowledge base. Click on English, of course. Do you see how many videos are here that you can talk about? You know, you can talk about these things. So people, like I said, here's Petromax stuff. You know, how Petromax work. Again, product. Auto ship. You know, people that are doing research, you got to think of the person that's looking for doing research on the company. They're going to be looking for someone who knows how to answer these questions, you know, about the charity, you know, different little things you can talk about. So you can just go through the website, talk about thousands of different things. Let's go back here. If you go to media, okay. And let's go to docs. Talk about the compensation overview. Okay, here's 5 videos right here. You do a little video on direct pay. That may be a little longer video. You might do about 8 minutes on that, just kind of going over direct pay. Here's another video. Here's another video. Here's another video. Here's another. See, when you look for content, we got plenty of content. So we're going to solve that problem so you don't have to worry about, what do I say in my video? What do I talk about? Plenty of content. Okay? Another thing on how to create content, here you can go talk about the benefits of having a home-based business. That's taxes. Let's go over here. And I advise everyone to go here and get the book here. If you go to tax.kennethreed.com. You go here, you're going to pull up a lot of tax information. Please, please, please go through this information. A lot of free information is on the website, and get this book, okay? When you learn about taxes, when you're talking to a person that earns a W-2, when they hear this information on the tax deductions that they receive with a home business, it should be a wrap. I mean, they should just be in. So taking little portions from the book and just doing a video on it, you know. You don't have to do all the tax deductions in one. You just take one tax deduction. Guys, you know, mileage, they're giving away 55 cents for every business mile you travel. See, that's a video right there. So when it comes to content, unlimited. Okay, another one. So hopefully you guys went here to success.com. If you went through the 5 steps, you should have seen this. You need to get your issues of Success Magazine. It's only like, I think, $25, $30 for 12 copies. You know, they have a CD with, I mean, a boatload of mentors talking about different things in business. So get this today, guys. I mean, $25, you're talking about really building your knowledge base, building your value. Get a subscription to this magazine. It's that powerful. You talk about unlimited things to talk about. Oh, man, they're going to think after watching your videos and you giving out this kind of content, they're going to think you are the bomb, okay? So get this, subscribe to the newsletter. See, you will never run out of content. And I'm telling you, as you shoot more and more video and put more and more videos out in front of a target market, you're going to become the go-to person because someone is going to resonate with your personality. So another important piece, be yourself, okay? Be yourself. And like I said, there are so many different personalities, you know, out there. Somebody's going to relate to you, okay? All right, now when you're doing your trainings, this will be the last before I end this tutorial here. If you're doing trainings, you can also do like PowerPoints, like what I'm doing now, recording my screen. you can go to this website here, camtasiastudio.org. Okay, right here, camstudio.org, and you can download your free version. Okay, and it's a screen recorder. Okay, so this is what I recommend for free, but I have the paid version that I'm using, and it's great. It's about 200. It's Camtasia, and it costs about I think roughly around $200 one time. But as you can see, great quality. Okay, and look, isn't it coincidence? Click here to donate to keep Cam Studio alive because this is free. Okay, but donate. You think we're in the right market, guys, to give back? Nonprofits, I mean, giving back. This is what it's all about. Donating to favorite charities. Hey, we're in it, guys. So that's going to end our tutorial here. I'll see you on the next tutorial where we're going to talk about the tools that you need to start shooting a video. Okay? Kenneth Reed signing out.